Don't know why OBS disconnected. Apologies, people who were in the chat for OBS disconnecting. No idea what happened there. But yeah, I was saying that the Odyssey, it is ultra wide monitor, 34-inch, but a curved monitor. It also has a 175 hertz refresh rate, so way more than the monitor I've got now. The aspect ratio is 3440 by 1440, which I think, to be fair, this monitor that I've got right now is. But this one also has like HDR support. My monitor currently doesn't have HDR support, so it'd be nice to have that. The response time is super, super small, which for playing certain video games would help a lot because my response time on this monitor isn't that great. So when I'm playing like 2K, I have to kind of adjust a little bit what I'm used to. So to have a real like fast ass response rate, I'll be very, very happy about that. Also has built-in speakers. That will be appreciated because this monitor doesn't have built-in speakers. So if I could use built-in speakers, not that I really need them, but it'd be nice. You know what I mean? It'd be nice to have some built-in speakers. But as you can see, it's £1,000 for this monitor. You know what I mean? And it's like, eh. And look, man, I could get it on credit, but I'm really trying to avoid using credit anymore. Because Lord knows that I've dug myself into enough of a hole with credit now, so I do not want to get any deeper into that hole. But look at how nice and cool and shiny this monitor is, man. And it is mountable as well, so I would put it on my arm mounts that I've got now. Hopefully, it works with a. Does it work with a hexa mount? I've never actually checked. Can it work with a hexa mount? Does it have the information on that? It's got dimensions and weight and wall. It says wall mountable, but oh, sorry, VESA, not hexa, VESA. 100 by 100. I think that will work on the one that I've got right now, so I think I'm fine. But yeah. So, ooh, dynamic contrast is, what's that, 1,000,000 to 1? Yeah, that is 6 zeros. Yeah, 1,000,000 to 1 dynamic contrast ratio. No idea what that means, but it sounds amazing. 100%. Does it say that an ad is good? Oh, damn, yeah, because obviously it threw me out and it threw me back in, so it's going to try running another ad for you guys. I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to snooze the ad right now, and I'll snooze it a couple more times for you guys. Shouldn't be punished just because my OBS disconnected, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, in any case, though, this is the monitor that I want, you know? I would ideally want to get this, this monitor, but I recognize that it is super flipping expensive, and it's kind of just an... I don't want to say it's unreasonable or unachievable, but it's fucking expensive, man. The thing is, it's also got like the glare-free. I like the fact it's got picture-in-picture. Windows 11 certified is always good. iSaver mode, flicker-free, whatever. Gaming hub. That's another thing as well. This has got gaming hub, so it means that if I like connect some of my consoles, or not that I would because I'm using the Elgato anyway, but if I wanted to connect consoles to it, I could. Kind of anyway. It's just, I'm just saying, man, this monitor could be quite techie to have. It'd be nice if I could get this monitor specifically. But if I can't get this monitor, then the other monitor, I want to see if it will pop up over here. Boom, there it is right there, is the Odyssey G5. So the Odyssey G5, I don't really want to get it because it looks too gamey. You know what I mean? Like all this little extra whatever bullshit on the bottom is whatever. And obviously it is a little bit worse than the other one. So 165 hertz rate. Response time of 1 millisecond as opposed to 175 hertz rate and 0.03 milliseconds. You know, this has built-in speakers, this one doesn't. You know what I mean? So it's just little things like that. Also, this doesn't have the RGB on the back. Again, not a deal breaker, but it would be cool if it had that. You know what I mean? But you know, it's still a good monitor at the end of the day. Let me just check. Is the VESA mount the same thing? Oh, it's 75 by 75. Interesting. I hope that's not going to be a problem for using, because I don't know what my one is. That's the problem. I don't know what my monitor is, but it's whatever. But in any case, though, this monitor, you know, it's got the FreeSync and whatnot. It doesn't have a remote control, which is kind of oh, I've not checked. Do I have to do a wraparound to get to the controls of this? I can't quite see on this, and I can't even zoom in. But I hope the controls are accessible at like the bottom rather than the back. But it doesn't look like, because okay, I think because okay, there we go. Here's a zoom in. I think it's like that little knob over there is how I'd adjust stuff, which is fine. You know, I don't mind reaching underneath. It's if I have to reach around the back, that would be a pain. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, this one is so much cheaper. As you can see, it's £349 as opposed to £999, £650 saving. You feel me? Wait, hold up a sec. What's this 30% off on Corsair 4-in-1 gaming bundle? What even is this? Add this product and Corsair 4-in-1 gaming bundle. What is a Corsair 4-in-1 gaming bundle? Oh, so it's this? What the hell? So wait. Save 30% off on Corsair 4-in-1. Oh, so I save 30% on this. That is a fucking scam, dude. Who cares on saving 30% on this? I want to save 30% on this. Fucking hell. Anyway. So I don't need this gaming bundle, man. I mean, look, it'd be pretty cool for someone who's just starting out streaming and stuff like that. I got something similar to this for my setup. So I got the ADX bundle, which was the mouse pad and keyboard. Didn't have headphones, didn't have well, that's the only other thing they include extra in this. But yeah, so didn't get the headphones. I bought some headphones separately. These are Turtle Beach? No, Arctis. I think these are. Yeah, these are Arctis headphones. I can't remember which one they are now. Like Arctis. It's not Nova, is it? I don't think it's as cool as the Nova ones. I can't remember now. But yeah, I got some wired Arctis ones simply so I could get people listening to my party chat or whatever. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Long story short, I want this monitor, but realistically, I'm probably going to end up getting this monitor simply because the money not dead yet for this one. And even though I could get either of these on credit, I'd rather avoid using credit. So yeah. Also, by having it be a curved monitor, I think it'll save just that little bit of space on my desktop as well. Because this one is a flat 34. So it really flipping stretches across, you know. If it was curved, I think it'd save me just that little bit of desk space, which I would highly appreciate. So, yeah. That's what I want. If anybody is willing to subscribe to my channel to help me afford this monitor, it'd mean a lot to me. Let me start saving up my Twitch money. Invite your friends to my stream and help me save my Twitch money. But yeah, this is the monitor that I want to get at some point in life. I should, in all honesty, just humble myself and not reach for the stars on a Samsung monitor, you know, because it's not as if they don't have other curved monitors. Let me see if they've got. Oh, what's it called? Let me. No. Let me search it like this instead. So, computing monitor. I don't even want to search curved monitors, just 32-inch or more. And then I want to search them by. Didn't have ultra wide. There we go, ultra wide. So as you can see, ultra wide monitors do exist that obviously ain't Samsung, and it's not as if the specs on them are that bad. Probably wouldn't settle for something like this Philips one because I think that is just a bit not what I want. Because I think these other ones are on par with what I've got now, and obviously I want to make sure I'm getting one that is better than what I have now. So this Acer one, for example, looks like one that I could get, and that's £384. There's this Philips one. There's this LG one. Let me put them in price order. Price order. I was so gonna play a video game and I totally just didn't. So we got this one. So anything that's 100 Hz, I'm automatically ruling out because I'm pretty sure that this monitor that I've got right now can go all the way up to 100 Hz, but only with certain aspect ratios. And I suspect that these ones will be in a similar sort of thing. So we're ruling out anything that's 100 Hz. 75? Get the hell out of here, bro. What the hell am I going to do with 75? There's 120. ViewSonic. I've never even heard of that brand before. Back to 100s. Cool. So yeah, the Acer is the cheapest one that comes in with a 165 hertz refresh rate. And 0.5 millisecond response time. Like, this is the one that seems like the most reasonable one. But then, if I'm gonna get it for 380, oh, it's the Odyssey's cheaper. Okay, so I might as well just get the Odyssey then. I don't know why the Odyssey didn't show up in the whatever, but yeah, it just makes sense for me to get the Odyssey then. Okay, cool, sweet. That's kind of just answered my questions right there then. So yeah, I'd probably end up getting the Odyssey if I'm gonna go for an ultra wide curved monitor. It'll be the Odyssey G5 most likely, rather than the G8. I would want to get a G9, but a G9 is flipping massive. Let me see if I can show you guys the Odyssey G9. They've got like multiple versions of it, whatever. But yeah, look at that. 49-inch curved OLED. It's basically the size of 3 screens next to each other. That's how big it is. Now, for the sake of productivity, like for my job, I use a lot of spreadsheets. So for the sake of productivity, I think that would be absolutely flipping amazing. Like, I would love to have that. But for the sake of space in my office, me not have that. I literally would not be able to fit it in this office. Like, I would have to change my whole setup to be able to make that work somehow. Because as things are right now, with the way that my monitor arm like fits on this desk, I potentially could move the monitor arm over there, right in the corner on the side over there, have it reach over there so it could actually kind of be in the middle and then be wet. But it is such a massive fucking monitor. Like, it's way too big. It's way too big for my space. Which is something that I don't often say as well, because I'm usually the type of person who's like, I'll make it work, I'll make it fit. But this one here, yeah, nah, it genuinely would be too big. I would need a way bigger desk and office space for me to be able to use it. And also, the problem is that I use laptops. If I used a desktop, it could work. But because I have a laptop taking up desk space, that is genuinely part of the problem. I need to think of a way to have my laptop off of this desk. Now, I could potentially, like, I'm kind of just thinking out loud at this point. I could potentially have my laptop off to the side on top of where my printer is on the right-hand side right now, and totally free up my desk space. Huh. Why have I not thought about this until right now? And it's very, very doable for me to do that. Huh. And then, because I don't need this screen per se. I mean, it helps to have this screen kind of just right here, but I don't need it. Because the only other alternative is to have my laptop on this side, but then it gets very cluttered over here. And that's the reason why I've not done it yet. But maybe, just maybe, I could put it on my printer over there and then now free up my desk space a little bit more to just, yeah. And then, right, getting a motherfucking big screen becomes less of an issue. But anyway, I'm kind of just brainstorming, thinking out loud, whatever. What would be great, though, is if I did have a PC. Because at the end of the day, if I did have a PC, I put it on the floor. And that way, it frees up my actual desk space. And bada bing, bada boom, we can get to cooking with just the space of my desk. Because my desk is not small. I do not have a small desk. It's a bit of a shallow desk, I'll say. I wish it was deeper. But it's not a small desk. I mean, anyway, with picture-in-picture, you can connect a second PC and split the screen into two 2K monitors. That's how big this flipping thing is, bruh. You can plug another PC or just any other thing in and have two 2K monitors. That is flipping impressive. With a flipping 49-inch G9. And then, of course, it's got all the great stuff like USB 3.0s and like crazy refresh rate and whatever. But it's an It's cheaper than the G8? Oh my gosh, and it's on a great sale. Oh, see, I see shit like this and it makes me want to get it, bruv. Because honestly, you guys don't understand, yeah. This monitor usually retails for, like you see there, like £1,400. You know what I mean? And it's now just 800 basically. I don't see it at this price often. And this is a very fucking good laptop. And you know what I mean? £32 a month. I can afford £32 a month, bro. I genuinely can afford £32 a month across 3 years. Oh, brother, this thing is drawing me out, bro. It would be so sick to have this monitor. Damn, I'm gonna have to think. Oh, that is a very, very good price. Damn it, this thing's gonna draw me out, fam. Anyway, let me not think about it too tough. Because if I do, it'll probably upset me. But oh, I can get this. Does it come with a remote? I don't think it does. What does it have? So it's got USB downstream, USB upstream, HDMI in, display port in, DC 20 volt. Really? Okay. Oh wait, no, that's just like the power thing. Yeah, duh. And then micro HDMI in. Also wait. Oh, it's got the control knob at the back. That is so disappointing, bro. Why would Samsung do that? Brother, they're so backwards, man. I'm tired of having to reach. But to be fair, the thing that I like about it, though, is that, yeah, it's at the back, but it's in the middle. So it's at least easier to reach than going to the end corner. Because basically with the way my setup is as well, where I reach is where the cables go into my laptop. So I'm kind of messing around with those every time I reach around the back and stuff, which is kind of why I have to tilt it and stuff. But if it was in the middle, it wouldn't be so much of a problem. Still an issue, but not so much of an issue. So maybe it could just work. But it doesn't look like it comes with a remote either, which G8 does. And I kind of, this this monitor, it's gaining me and losing me at the same time, you know? Like a 240 hertz refresh rate, it sounds flipping amazing. Plus the 0.03 millisecond response time. Like, you cannot argue against those. You know what I mean? It's OLED, so it's going to look awesome. It's 49-inch, so it's a massive screen that will you'll be able to look at whatever, whenever, however on that sort of screen. You know what I mean? It's got the built-in speakers. It's got the big-ass curvature as well, so it's going to be real immersive playing certain games. Like, it sounds awesome, man. It sounds awesome on paper for sure. The thing that I'm also concerned about, though, is like, if I got a monitor like that, like, look how dope that looks. Oh, that'd be awesome. Wow. Imagine playing Black Desert on that. How crazy does that look, eh? And then, of course, yeah, it's got the true blacks, whatever, the OLED stuff, blah, blah, this and that. FreeSync, which I would definitely need to use. You can plug in multiple devices. Have things going side by side. That I've just had a brainwave of how this would work so great. Yes, if I had my laptop plugged in, like genuinely, I'm not even BSing where this now becomes actually, I actually kind of would want to do this. I would love to have my laptop off to the side, right? So I put it on top of my printer. Have the monitor, you know, taking up a crazy, crazy amount of space. But on the one monitor screen, I can have my Elgato capture on the left side and then have my laptop screen on the right side so I can keep up with the chat and whatever without having to look over to my laptop screen on the side. I can just have it here. Because I can technically do that with this monitor already. But it would work even better if I had this mega ultra wide. It would work almost perfectly, really. And like I said, it splits the screens in half and using two inputs at their native resolutions. Like, that's big. And also, because it's two 2K displays, it means that I could realistically do the 1440p inputs. Because that's one thing that I can't really do with how my screen is at the moment. 1440p doesn't play nice with the monitor that I've got at the moment, but it would play nice with this monitor. Oh my days, this actually could work quite well. Ooh, it's really, really making me think. But look, that's something that I'm going to have to, like, think about in my own time or whatever. So I'm going to call it a day on the stream over here because we've hit the time. You know what I mean? So look, everybody, thanks for coming through to the broadcast. I appreciate it. The next stream will be Monday, 7 till 9 p.m. So please come on through there. Join my Discord server. I'm about to announce a giveaway that I'm doing very, very shortly. So if you want to be part of that giveaway, come through to my Discord server. The link is in the chat. Check out my new song. My song came out back in September, but I still need more people to be listening to. Please check out my new song. It's out on all streaming platforms, including YouTube as well. So check that out. Yeah, I'll check you guys out on Monday, 7 till 9 p.m. So until then, have yourselves a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Peace.